Thanks, my Indian. Be right back. Hey, Dane. Thanks. I mean, I wish you were doing. I always race so close to you. I was gonna say, big race, too. Right? Big race. And I'm one of the worst people in this room. Whatever shall I do? Out of the 19, I'm like one of the worst 4. Right? I have no skill. My skill is unavailable. But no, some good people. We got Magno, Jejo, Lana, Earworm, Bowser, Telethar, Magnet, Ava, Dominic, Shin, Dunks, Pichu, Willard, Neo Sanjay, Akuma, Becky, myself, Shrey, and Moogle. So. And everybody readied up on time. Hello, Cash. Thanks. Here we go. Back. Tier 1 is garbage. Nice. Ooh, baby! Uncle start paying big today! Tier 3 is singles, nice. That's the thing, like, I know this start is, like, this is the start I like. It's the one I haven't gotten away from, is I like to do a tier 1, I like to do a tier 2 or tier 3, and check these entrances early. So, like, this is just how I've played Crosskeys forever. I was like, I'm gonna get early Sank check, and then, or back of this cave check, and no. Sank is just at the pyramid because the game has jokes. Okay. I have no way to do mini Moldorm Cave, but I know that that's there now. Well, I'll have enough bombs. I will say, the fact that Sank is there, though, I don't know how much it delays you, honestly, Dane, because, like, that's a terrible spot to begin with that I'd want to explore some. Nice pod, small in pod, let's go. Give me 2 more checks, baby. Nothing important, but 2 checks is 2 checks. Now that we've got 9 bombs, though, we should be able to easily handle mini Moldorm. Cost me 5, but we got through it. Now that I know Mini Moldorm Cave is off the table, I think I don't mind going to Eastern here. Like, there's nothing I would need the bombs for. Or, like, a kill room. Like, we've got Hype Cave bombs, we've got Blind Hut bombs, like, we're fine. We've got Cascade money and more money! 2 medallions. Good RNG. The boots are on the island. Okay. So Flippers and Pearl, as soon as we get those, we're definitely picking up those boots. Right? Feet lock in the feet. Can't do anything with Meyer. Just so weird having a mirror and a glove at less than 10 minutes. Oops. Figure this will be a quick way for me to do the No North Light World, since I do have everything to make that work. We're not gonna have boots for North Light World anyway, but I can check Sank Drop and what else I want, so. Bullies. There's Sick Kid. Unfortunately, no bottle yet. If you knew where Ganon was, there was a pretty good chance that this was a good drop, so why not? We have Useless Fairy and Lumberjack left, so... Swamp, and it's a crystal. I know that that's an item, then it's Magic Bat. Nice, that route actually works out really well. Swingy. Unfortunate. I know, I could have stolen the key, blah, 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 but no. Could have been the Descent, could have been Back of Old Man. I'm not sure which yet. Now, if you didn't know anything about Crosskeys and how the map all looks, you'd think I didn't know where I was going. Or that I didn't, like, that I was an idiot or something. Like, why is he going in buildings and just leaving? Does he not know what's in here? Old Man Rescue. Book. Wow. So realistically, like, we do light height the dam to desert area after this, since we know where the old man started. That, or I go do shovel into South Pack. But if I did that, I'd probably want to head for Hyrule Castle West exit. So that shovel was too easy to get, that I shouldn't put it off for too long. There's Hookshot Cave. Yo, Gray. Look, I'll just say, like, I'm not... I get the concern, I get the... Like, everybody's a little bit, like, fidgety right now, but, like, I don't know, like... Like, not to minimize or, like, say that your concerns are not valid or anything, but, like, I don't know. It'll be fine. Oh, just the whole thing about the tracker situation with Codeman and everything, and that some stuff has been deemed not race legal currently. So. I mean, Cash, the answer would be just ban auto tracking. But no, realistically, like, I have faith that things will work themselves out. It's... Like, I know Tark's discussing stuff. Muffins posted in GMP Discord that they're under discussions about the previous version of Code Tracker and race mode and under that tracker and stuff, so... Somebody in GMP Discord said they are experienced with coding and said that they took a look at the Codeman tracker and said, like, they might be able to work it to be legal if necessary. So, like, there's stuff out there. The community is nothing if not resourceful. So I have faith that things will work it out. So I would just say, like, at this point, you know, everybody should just, you know, just all exert some patience, and I'm sure things will be okay. Like, I think all the tourney admins, you know, are aware of how crazy it is. Like, League discussed it last night, because we had the same realization, or like we got a message from one of our runners asking about it, and we like three of us responded already and said, like, we're not going to screw with what's been good for, you know, 3 months worth of League just for at the end for this to happen. Like, no. Some people have done that. Some people have paper tracked, Lakesh. You say it like a joke, but they're like at SGL, some people actually do that. Get restreamed on SG, and that's my tracker. Yeah, like, I think, like, you know, you've seen, like, Kaizen's made the announcement, and Leo's been talking about it as well. For Kabuki, League admins discussed it, like, I'm sure others are going to be having the same discussions, and, like, I think realistically, cooler heads will prevail for the tourney admins, whether or not, like, the issue on the side of, like, Codeman and everybody else, like, Codeman versus the community there on that sense, like, if that does. I don't know. I'm hoping it does, because, like, Codeman has always been, like, somebody who's done so much for this community. So it sucked to lose that part of, like, just the whole community, but, like, you never know. Nice hook. But, like, I think from a, like, I don't think the admins are, like, too desiring to be, like, sticklers for everything at this point. I think they want to, like, make sure things can work out. I am really not good at Mirror Bunny. We still need that command. Yeah, I mean, the whole issue, Dane, is, like, knowing where you are is kind of a no-no for stuff. And especially when it comes to, like, doors and entrance. So, like, for the most part, it's not a big deal. but for those, it is really, like, it was a problem. And, like, so. I already came all that way. I'm not gonna just give up on picking up red mail. I am the bitch. Oh look, it's Hype Cave. For nothing. We are in desert. I think the most hype thing we got was what? The money? Nice swamp small. But yeah, like, I will say, Dane, with the whole question of what is illegal about it, like, a lot of it has to do with modes that a lot of us don't play regularly, so, like, that's one thing, and, like, a lot of those, like, there were some statements in the rules for Tark about auto-tracking that, like, one of the things that the community has tried to do is respect, like, the glitch community and the doors community as being almost separate entities in some regards. So it's, you know, does anything interfere with the main modes of, like, anything from base open through, like, Crosskeys and entrance. But, like, doors and glitch are very separate entities in that regard, and are given a little bit of a different leash for what they allow because they have their own kind of standards for what they deem as appropriate tracking. Or rules, for that matter. I'm waiting for Flippers or Pearl to be in Hookshot Cave up there. Because that would just be so appropriately bad. It's tough because like I've always been like a more basic tracker person, so like I've never been. I think the only time I've really used code tracker was, where do I use code? Oh, I used code for overworld shuffle for like tile swap when I was starting to learn tile swap. Like that was the one time I was like, I want to use it just so I can get a better feel for the mode. So I had used it for that. But like generally I'm not a big on a map tracker. I think I've also used it for like completionist, because like that takes a lot of mental capacity, and like I need some kind of like, I sometimes need that visual of like, this is empty. So like that always helps me kind of process information. But like I'm not gonna yuck somebody's yum in that sense of like, this is the tracker you like for this reason. Like talking about like code's entrance tracker portion versus muffins or Dunka, like I like the Dunka tracker, and that's just the one I've been very accustomed to, but I realize some people don't like it for XYZ reason. Like, as Gray said, the conspiracy lines. I like them, it really works for me, but I realize I am not everybody. Like I've said, like I've tried muffins. I don't like muffins compared to Dunka. I realize they are almost 99% the same, but the little differences do bother me. There's something very clean about Dunka compared to muffins that just works better from my mind. We lost Bombo's tablet for that. Yeah. There's some stuff about the color coding of muffins that I was never a big fan of. Like, there's little things that I'm just like, this isn't for me. A Will raid? Hello, Will. Thank you. What were you streaming today? Ah, I still need to do that. But I did find a partner. It does not end with a... It does not start with a K and end with an A's-den. You're right. It is a... It's a Fibonacci. We got a raid by Sawyer. You're right, 99 is not a Fibonacci number. Damn. That's a problem. But yeah, last night, Leo had said she wasn't really, feeling up to doing the tourney, so I was like, oh shit, like, because she and I were planning to run the qual and everything, and like, last minute back out, I was like, fuck. What do I do? And then I was just like, let me start trying to contact people. Hey Ray. Raids Gaming, how are you? So I was just like, I messaged Specs, because I was like, you know, Specs and I have hung out and talked, and like, I thought that would be a fun one, but Specs is going to be on vacation most of July, so I was like, darn, like, that would have been a good one. So I was just like, let me see what I can do. And, I gotta say, that is the most lucky spot for Spiral Cave. I have never been so grateful for Spiral Cave. So then I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do, and then I DM'd PH, and I was like, hey, any interest? And apparently he and James hadn't talked yet, so he's like, let me talk to James, and I'll get back to you. And so, apparently James wasn't going to do the tourney either, so PH and I are going to team up. So we'll have to run a practice because he and I have never co-op Crosskey before. And then we will have to run a qual. We'll run like 2 Crosskey seeds. Maybe a little more before we're in a tournament together. I just need to get used to running with somebody different. Like, that's all that matters, is like getting a run-in with somebody new. You know, it's... I was like, how do you normally track Crosskeys with James? Because, like, you know, I've done so many different ways. Like, I'm like, I don't know how you like to track this mode. And he uses muffins and usually like a shared dock. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. I can work with that. Like, if that's how you want to do this, cool. Like, I started to pick up Entrando, but like, I used to do something similar to that, so... Okay, before we follow this connector, I need to scout out the rest of this mountain side. Believe me, I did try to see if I could get Gazed into do Crosskeys with me. I was like, I joked about it because I was like, you know, maybe he'd take the chance with it. Nope. Can't imagine why he wouldn't want to play co-op Crosskeys, though. Like, come on, it's such a great mode. Who doesn't love Crosskeys? What normal people don't like Crosskeys? My dear, I'm sorry. I mean, you would just have to try really hard not to meta stuff. But, like, knowing that that glove mirror is, like, spear stupid makes it really difficult. Hey, Sawyer, thanks. Thanks again for the raid. Hope the qual went good for you. I was just saying I'm going to have to still run that this weekend. Luckily, I've got my Kabuki qual done. I know the item's nothing. 16th. I think. If memory serves. I was right. For Crosskeys, it is optional. It is required for Kabuki. If I'm not mistaken, Kabuki Qual is a required qual. That's the thing, I get it. Like, you know, you don't want to have a weirdly balanced bracket or imbalanced bracket, so, like, it makes a lot of sense to do it that way, to say that it is a requirement. So. Although I will say, before I say further, does anybody here not run the qual that's planning to do the Kabuki tournament? I mean, what tournament is that? You have not done the qual? Okay, I won't say anything then. Oh. I should have checked the kid. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, that qual was ass. Yeah, I'm sure, like, I might say something to case of, like, ping it out. What does that say about your feelings about Telethar? Jeez, Dane. What did Telethar ever do to you? I mean, I get that. I have joked with Pelthar that I seem to run into him always at these stages at the tournaments. Like, late stage tournaments, I always seem to run into him. I cannot dodge Telethar. That's my boots. Yeah, like, I felt like my time was decent being sub 2 on that seed. At the same time, I was pissed off about it. Could beat Swamp, but I really should get those boots first. Full is great. Bless. I'm not sure if Gray's still here, if he had to depart for work, so... No, sorry, I'm just thinking, like, my mind is going everywhere with all the options I have in a Crosskeys seed so quickly. Like, getting those flippers off of Laser Bridge at that moment, that gives me my flip, or my boots, and then to follow it up, getting the ability to take care of dungeons. Like, my mind is, like, racing everywhere else. And then I find the back of desert. Like, it's like my boots are right there on Lake Hylia Island. And I'm also trying not to, like, get myself too into that kabuki seed. Mentally, because, yeah, that'll throw me for a loop. But no, it was an interesting seed. I heard Trez was the run who rolled the qual for Kabuki. So I'm glad it's, you know, I'm glad it's fun. The fact that my time was like sub 2 and like there's not a lot of sub 2s, like that's a good feel. At the same time, like I know I could qual better on a seed that did not have those conditions on it. Because, like, the location of, like, 2 or 3 items in that seed absolutely blew. No other way to put it. Like, my feeling is that, like, if you can hover that seed, I feel like it cleans up so much for people, and the non-hoverers, like myself, we're gonna suffer. I'm sorry. Okay, thanks. That's the thing, like, what I'll say, Sawyer, is in the moment when I found out it was pretty much a hover seed, what stopped me from being really, really pissed off, combining the hover with the Thieves Town situation, was the fact that the rest of my run was really smooth. That was really what saved me, was like, I did Ice Palace super early on low percent. And that really, like, gave me a good impetus on the rest of that seed. So, like, I did Cold Stare on, like, 6 hearts green and just executed the hell out of the fight. So, like, when it came down to some of the other stuff that could have really been rough, like, at least I had my flute early and the mirror, which I think helped some of the efficiency of missing out on the flippers forever. Like, the only thing that really I felt genuinely like, oh, I wish I had gotten that sooner, was the fire rod. That was the one I was like, you could have had that a lot sooner. if you had routed a little smarter. But that location has been a little bit of a crutch, like a problem spot for me recently. I don't know why again. Like, Spike Cave is not my friend right now. We are not on speaking terms. But like, I think in the last 5 or so Kabukis I've run, I've had something in Spike Cave that's bit my ass. But yeah, Kazden, you might want to make an announcement that the qual is required, just in case people forget. Because people don't read rules. Hey, Big Cheese. I mean, routing can be learned. It takes time. Watching how other people do it is a big help always. I'll say, like, the Kabuki I ran yesterday from Stepladder that Spike Cave absolutely destroyed me. I'm not mad because I wasn't gonna hit it. Like, there wasn't a way to hit it better, and that's understandable. The Kabuki qual, I could have routed it better. But, like, that one burns me because, like, I should have been smarter. And I usually am. Yes. Sorry if spoiler and wanted to async it. Yeah, I mean, realistically, Big Cheese, like, you're gonna still last locate stuff. We're still playing a game of chance. But what you do is you minimize that opportunity for those things to happen, and, like, that just takes time. And unfortunately, like, there's less racing always happening in some regards. Or there is always racing, it's just not the same. So, like, when I started, like, I ran and raced against people all the time, and just, I would watch who I faced afterwards. And be like, how did you do this? I still do that. Like, I will watch a race afterwards and see, like, is there something I could have done differently? Full blessings. And, you know, be like, could I have done something better? Was I not thinking right here? Or is it just my style of routing, which is decent, just doesn't work against that play? Like, I learn a lot from that, and I think it's why I'm where I'm at today, but, like, at the same time, like, you're not gonna convert everything. Like, I raced a couple of years ago in main tournament, I faced off with GGW, and I forget what it was specifically, but, like, GGW got mirror and glove before I did. And thus, and the boots. And it was just like, there was just nothing I could do. In that Crosskeys race. Yeah, in a sense. Red team. If only I had more big keys. choice, man. Too high? Nope. Well, I don't want to go back to pod now. I did say I wanted big keys, so... Yep, we got all the blessings. We called it out, Gray. Sorry you missed it. But hey, we had a blessing seed. I understand. I know things have been crazy, so it's all good, friend. I had the hammer, I could go after Pod. I need to do a map check. I know 2 of my pendants. I need the hammer to finish this seed, but I need to know what else. Unfortunately, I'm about to be back into Light World, because front of TR is Light World. So we'll have to do a check later. But yeah, no, that Kabuki yesterday was just trash. Like, I had no reason to do Spike Cave because of the... I didn't have invulnerability until super late, so why am I checking Spike? And then I wasn't checking CT to get my mirror. Like, those were the 2 checks that just did not land in for me to make checks ever until the end. So, like, I finished it out because I don't like forfeiting a seed, but at the same time, I was just like, I don't want to do this anymore. By the way, but anybody who missed stream yesterday, we did do some Hades 2. We got the hardest of the Hades 2 achievements knocked out yesterday for completing the Great Chaos Below Chaos Trial. So all I have left to do is do a bunch of runs with each of the different weapon aspects to get the last achievement. Cute. I don't want to dive ice necessarily yet. Yeah, I saw you mention that, my NDM, yesterday. That sucked. I saw you forfeit, and I was like, you don't forfeit that often, so... If I want to do ice, I can do ice a few different ways. Pendant pod, okay. That's my last pendant. That means Mire, Ice, and Thieves are crystals. Three from go. Thieves big, Mire big, hammer. I mean, we all make dumb mistakes, right? Some people are just lucky that it doesn't bite them, like me with my door in TR. The Jesse door in TR, it always works out for me. Let's see, Bat is at the LJ, so unlikely that that'll make a difference. That's the thing. I think that one time it was an accident, so like I'm not gonna act like I always do it, but it's just funny that the one time I did it, it did have a key, and now it's just a thing. That's the thing. When I got to GT and that seed yesterday, I had 2 keys. So I knew I had to death warp from right side. I couldn't go full right. Like, the number I always have in my head is 2, so... Yep, I am aware. Put into mods, so I'm hoping one of the mods is looking it over. If not, like, maybe I will look it over tonight. So. Yep, I mean... Look, I'm not gonna say anybody should have won, should have lost, whatever. Like, I enjoy close races, but, like, that is, like... This is why Ganon's so important. Like, you do it every race, pretty much. So being able to clutch out a Ganon fight there is huge, and, like, you know, missing your 1-in-1s is a big deal. Hey, my lamp! Wow! But yeah, like, I only saw the end of it. I'll say I was a little slow this morning. I tried going to bed a little bit earlier last night. Woke up in the middle of the night. Took a bit for me to get back to sleep, so like, bleh. Yeah, like, I'll be honest, like, yesterday I wasn't great overall. Like, I had moments of just feeling, like, pretty bleh. Which, like, that is never fun. Like, not sick, just bleh. So by the end of the night, like, I was definitely just like done. And then like just like everything that was going on, like I try not to be somebody who gets mad about shit, but like or like try to get too high strung, but like some of the stuff last night just got me. I was just like, you know what, let me get out of here before I as well, because like the tension for me was getting to a point I was like, I need to step away. So rather than saying something and like being an ass, I was like, I'm just gonna disappear and good. No, I wouldn't say anybody was being an ass. Like, I can talk about it. I wouldn't say anybody was being an ass. It's just, like, I'm... This moth is being an ass. No, you're good. It's just, like, I get it. It's... When does Jesse get that upset? Like, I get that. There's just, like, you know, little stuff. Never, Gray. I think Allison got more annoyed that one time. Gray doing tile room before anything else in GT. That's the thing, like, you know, I think I can play off my upset as a joke sometimes, and like, because I don't want to be like mean or mad or stuff, but at the same time, like, I can honestly say I do get like annoyed. Like, I think for me, the impact of this whole tracker discussion has almost nothing to do with the tracker itself. Like, I don't really care about the tracker. But when the discussion begins to boil down to my two teammates who are my closest friends in this community. Like, no offense to anybody else in this community, but Hazen and Leia are my two closest friends in Rando, and like, as a result, it is very important to me. But like, when one of my friends is talking about, like, you know, the idea of how this impacts playing Rando at all, and then at the other side of it, my other friend is saying unable to do the co-op Crosskeys tourney with me because of the stress of this. It's like, fuck everything. Like, you know, when those two people who matter so much to me are in that position, like, fuck everything. So it's not that I am, like, genuinely, like, really, really mad. It's that, like, you know, that is a position that I don't like to have to be in. Am I climbing Ganon's tower? I have better ways to get back to here. So really, like, that's where the frustration is. It's like, I'm not mad. It's just like, you know, it's one of those things that's just like, why? I hate when it's like somebody feels the need to do something like this. We'll turn in green pendant. And, like, at least the one... Like, that's the thing. I'm not mad at any necessarily person, I guess. And at the same time, like, the co-op Crosskeys thing has resolved itself, so I can't... Like, I'm not going to be, like, so broken up about it. It just still sucks. And I think what really got me was the fact that, like, you know, it's like the 5th person I asked about co-op Crosskeys. Or the 5th person I talked to about co-op Crosskeys. And I think so too. Like, I'm happy that I get to run with PH. Like, that is the big thing. Like, I haven't done any, like, co-op stuff with PH, and I feel like he and I should be a fun team to run. It's just like, god damn it. Like, to anybody who doesn't know the behind the scenes for me for Call of Crosskeys for this one, it was like, I didn't ask the first person. I saw that they had already signed up, and I had joked with them afterwards. I was like, I was going to ask you, but, like, it makes sense who you signed up with. Because I had considered talking to Zaf, because, like, Zaf and I have talked about it, and, like, thought about asking him. You know what? Then I asked 5 people and talked to 6. So after Zaf, I was talking to Alizon because, like, I wasn't sure if he wanted to run. And, like, he was kind of unsure because who he might have run with, and then decided not to because life busy, understandably. So I was like, okay. And then, like, Leo had been waiting to hear what Alizon had said. So then it was like, that was the plan. And then Leo decided to... Last night was like, no. So then I was like, who can I talk to? In the 11th hour before calls are done. Calls and signups are done. Like, For that one. Oh. So, like, I DM'd Specs last night. Because I was like, Specs and I have played some game. Like, we raced each other at SGL and, like, got to know him and was like, oh, that would be a fun one. And, like, I saw that Skelly and Gamma were teamed up for the tourney. So I was like, you know, let me see what that's looking like. Because maybe, like, Specs wanted to run in the tournament, but just couldn't, like, or hadn't talked to anybody. Turns out he's on vacation all of July, pretty much. So I was like, well, understandable. So then it was just like, And then I looked at who's, like, in the servers that I'm in, and I was like, who would I want to partner with? And I was like, and then I saw PH, and I was like, and I think Leo, and I also had DM'd Clearmouse about it, because I was like, because I know Clearmouse had asked me, like, hey, are you signing up for this tournament? And I was like, I want to, I just don't know who at this point. And yes, of course I asked Kaysden, but Kaysden apparently doesn't like Crosskeys enough. I don't know why. Can you believe that Kaysden guy didn't want to play Crosskeys? And that's the thing, is, like, so many people that I would have asked who seemed interested in that mode usually, or interested in that tournament, had also already kind of, like, I could see who was signed up. I'm like, okay, no, no, no. Like, it's not hard to not look at the list and be like, who is already signed up? And be like, okay, these people are all out. Well, we're gonna take a gamble on a hammer and ice. Or a Thieves Big, or a Mire Big. And the thing is, like, I'm lucky in the fact that, like, I feel like I can ask most people. Because, like, my schedule kind of is flexible enough to make it work with whoever. So, like, I feel like I can talk to anybody and be like, hey, our schedules, I can make it work together. Yeah. Now like the hammer would open up the most, like because that gives me the GT left side stuff, and also gives me the clear of this dungeon. Like I don't think I want to go back to pod a third time without the hammer for a pendant dungeon. I could do Hera. Gray's gonna hit me with like a respect the basement. The thing was, I didn't have fire when I did Hera. I don't even think I had the small key when I did Hera, let's be honest. Magnet's done. Magnet is on a tear! Buddy! I feel like I hadn't seen Magnet in forever, and then I've just been in a few races with the dude, and he's just killing it. Clearly. And Moogle Charm's done as well. Oh my god, that's so stupid. Hooray, hammer. Oh my god. Like, my only legit options were, like, climb GT, do Eastern, or go back for pod at that point. We're 2 from go. We just need a couple of big keys. But after this, like, unless I get the big key to Mire or Thieves, we're just gonna go to GP and hope to get them there. And the thing is, like, I don't blame the play there of, like, I had 3 keys for pod at the time. If I had a 4th, I would have gotten the hammer, but I only had 3. And with the big key, I prefer to do the front. Pelthar, J-Jo, Z3VA, and Magno are done. Yeah, unfortunately, that hammer really bites. And I think the worst part about it is that I got... Nice. I think I got, like, a 4th pod small, like, right after that. Like, right after the 3-key dip, we got a 4th. Oh, we're in go. But after this, we'll spin the wheel, so... Figure might as well check to see if the silvers were available. I think, like, part of what went wrong for this one was just way too much connector traffic for me. That led me on some parts that caused me to double loop certain areas that I could have single looped as well. Because, like, thinking about it, like, I was in Dark World with nothing that I could really do but bunny walk a bunch. So that caused me to miss Skull. When, like, Mini Moldorm Cave, or not Mini Moldorm, Paradox Cave, could have got me my Pearl for my first trip there, and maybe I would have had the Fire Rod as well, which would have led me to Flippers earlier. Like, that's kind of rough, and, like, times out poorly. So I made, like, too many loops of, like, areas that I could have single looped. Probably. Like, that is definitionally not good. And I think what did it was the fact that I had that mirror and glove so early. I was like, I think this is good to do these loops now. Clearly it's fine. Realistically, like, I'm just gonna need to, like, hit some practice again for Crosskeys more, because, like, I think my instincts are mostly the same, but, like, I'm making mistakes, or, like, I'm just not hitting things that I want to hit the right way. Like, I think my execution is better than it was last year, it's just that the routes are not hitting. Oh, look, now I can beat Ice. You know, we're almost in logic besides the fact that we lack the TR4, and I guess GT4 locked that, so... Or locked also go mode, so... Almost logical go. Can we stop warping? Mimic Cave, okay. With Hammer being that late for go mode, we weren't finding that. Perfect. Good cannon. Well, thanks for the GGs, though. Hello, Liam agreed. By the way, I can tell you all the the decision on that race. Thanks for the GGs, by the way, Iceman and Will. Re-race. The tie stands. Thanks, Case. We have a tie in finals of Open. In pilot spoiler of all modes. Ah! By the way, after I finished in 12th, Lana was behind me by about 20 seconds, and then Doc was about a minute behind me in 14th. So. Let's get some modes. Because I gotta start making a wheel, don't I? Let's see. Jammo picked co-op Crosskeys. $2026. Here just said co-op Crosskeys. Ike here, XP Hunt Plus. Spooky Drop was mine. Alzen didn't pick a mode. Talon said in Flukies. Wombat said in Flukies. Pilot spoiler from a Mr. Chu. Dean said just plain old Crosskeys. Homewrecker, co-op Enemizer Boots. And Iceman said co-op Duality. Let's go back in history. I need to go to completed races. The one before this was race 752. Gamma had Crosskeys Enemizer with Chaos Boss. Why? Gamma. PH, Inverted 80 Keys. Alan. Champion Swordless. Whoa, there's a blast from the past. Me, Crosskeys. Nothing from Scoopula. Spooky Drop from Kaysden. Gold Rush Keys from Kefka. Leoria, Hades 2. Okay. Inverted 80 Keys from Ruby. Inverted 80 Keys with Full Boss from Gray. Let's see, do we have any more? And that's a DNF, so no. I was gonna say, nobody's gonna vote for Swordless. Like, let's be real. I'm not so silly to think that people will actually vote for that mode. Okay, let's spin. Getting it down to 3. I like the fact that like it's more work for me to write everything in, but I appreciate everybody who runs to make sure we have a lot of modes on the wheel every other week for the community vote. Like, I like that fact that there's a lot of people who are like, we're running and we're doing something. Because it's just more fun when we have extra modes to spin through and pick through. No pilot spoiler. Bye to Crosskeys. Kaysden, what do we want to do if Hades 2 is one of the last 3 modes left? I say that and Hades 2 is gone. Bye, Hades 2. I'm sorry. I jinxed it. Kabuki drop. My Crosskeys Enemizer with Chaos Boss. That's Leos is the one who suggested it, so Leo's buying it for everybody who doesn't have it. Oh boy. I'll make sure to tell her that the next time I talk to her. Darn. Bye, Kabuki drop. We're getting down to some shitty modes here. I don't know if they're shitty. They're just, like, a lot of the same stuff. Okay, so we're not getting a repeat of exactly co-op Crosskeys. We got Duality, Champion Soreless, XD Hunt Plus, or in Flukies. And it's not co-op Duality. Oh boy. Swordless is on the vote. Let's see. In Flukies. In Swordless. X plus. Top 3 from co-op Crosskeys. Let's see, who was first place? First place was Jammo and Fear. Then Icarus and Flip, I'm gonna guess. And then me with Allison. There, post is made. I don't think I've ever played XD Plus, so I don't know that mode really, and Champion Swordless, like, I'll do it just because, like, my thought always is I will run anything that is... Like, I'll run the 40s generally. I've skipped on a few if I, like... Especially if it's a weird one that, like, I need a partner for, and I can't get a partner. So, like, the co-op Crosskeys ones, like, I can't, in good conscience, like, tell Kaysden you have to run it with me. Because, like, Kaysden doesn't want to do co-op Crosskeys. So, like, I'm not going to be like, Kays, you're running this with me. Like, at least, like, Leo will generally run with me if we can find time at night. And, like, I have Allison usually I can ask, or Zaf. To want to do it as well. So, like, I can usually find somebody. But there's been modes that, like, nobody wants to run, or, like, there's just no time. Like, I want to say 1 week Leo couldn't pilot, so I didn't have a pilot to run the seed. And that's another mode I will never ask Kaysden to be like, do the piloting. Because we know Kaysden doesn't like piloting. I don't like piloting. Kaysden and I have both piloted, and Kaysden and I are idiots. If you didn't know it, Kaysden and I are grade A idiots when it comes to pilot. I can make a route for myself. I cannot make a route for somebody else. Anything interesting this week? Re-ghosted. Auto return on your first hammer. Nice. I really don't have time to do a lot of rebirth today, so maybe I just do a couple of runs that I need to start doing for weapon variants. First room hammer. I mean, yeah. So to anybody who's curious, I have 48 out of the 49 achievements in Hades 2. The last one I need is Bearing Dark Gifts, which is for completing a run with every one of the weapon variants. As you can see, I have to still do Eos, Lupe, Charon, Thanatos, Nurgle, Medea, Selene, Nyx, Shiva.
The house sent the good word.
So I think that puts us on. We're done with the Sister Blades. So I think next up is these two. I think we have Moros done. Yeah, so Eos.
Eos. Farewell, everyone.
What I'll say is we're going to skip most dialogue, so if you're worried about spoilers, don't worry about the spoiler side of things. We're pretty much not spoilering at this rate. I will try to skip as much text as possible. Later, Gray. Have a good one.
Face me. It's her. All right. In the name of Hades, keep up, Homer.
I don't like a customer. You said
Don't worry.
I used to. It's all yours.
Well, bye. We'll go shopping.
I trust this man.
draw you down, O moon. Lend me your light.
Now that you're Night bloom.
Silk cocoons.
Can help you go farther than done.
Good. Well, I'm off.
Beat you to it.
Struck down.
Ooh, a hammer.
The Umbra Flames. Hecate.
Form of ignium.
The aspect of
Nonsense. Night bloom. Triple divide.
Oops.
All you can do is run. Good form.
There goes Arachne's suit.
Well done.
Not like I'm worried about like anything with getting the dress further, so it's not like a big
Outlasted
deal.
her.
Granddaughter, you have my children.
It seems we're
Yes.
Sister.
the leaf.
I wanted Selene and I accidentally took the leaf. Whoops.
That briny smell. Whispers.
I mean, when our first boon is beams,
The water spouts.
like that's a good start for this build. For the twin staffs.
And we're off.
Can you just focus on the actual enemy? Like, I don't care about all the worthless.
Olympus, I accept this message.
I don't like any of
Let's
these.
see how this goes.
Take for each treasure. Nice. Finally, like that's such a recent game out. That doesn't seem like it was too bad. Ah.
There it is.
You're wise beyond your years.
Surging on.
The witch of the crossroads may have...
Sorry. Tuna.
Oh, enough of this.
Hear me, on my authority.
Let's see what song we getting from our siren friends tonight.
Excuse me? We're still practicing our latest number, lady. So you're just in time. Come on, everybody! Let's hear it for Jenny! What did you do to Thanks, everybody.
Keep
Sorry.
practicing. Could try a different one.
Little star.
Time to dry off.
It stinks. Like sometimes I wish I could stay there longer, but the longer the fight drags on, the harder it can be to like be safe.
Flourish.
Like one of the best parts of the game is what? The music. And I think one of my favorite songs for them, like I always seem to kill them super fast anymore.
The possibilities.
That should have done it.
Hold.
They wish they were never born.
In the name of Hades. By her grace.
Let's go say hello to Echo.
Hi, Echo. What's new? What's new? What's new? What's new? Thank you for your help. No need to engage. Flourish and reveal my path. Imbued with greater strength. Smackers. Better.
Feeling generous.
Never get enough of those. Olympus, I accept this message. The rush of air.
Might as well refill
Until
our
we
health.
meet again. You've
Roar,
got a lot
roar.
of energy for an old dog. All these demons.
Dead reborn again.
Cerberus, you're free.
That was quick.
After some thought.
Return now to your master and abode.
Doesn't really matter what I pick.
Going down.
At this point, zero fear runs are
Ground
not
floor.
difficult for me. So it's not like it matters.
Coin for Charon. 5 chambers left.
Permission granted to the Princess of the Underworld.
Gotta remember to aim my cast better.
Four more chambers. Be gone. Clear.
I don't need anything at this point. Might as well just finish the run quicker.
That was for before. There it is. In the name of Hades. I have the gold. Right.
See you later. least precise. What are those garish instruments with which you tried?
Whether they vain.
We shall do. Please.
Messy breakup.
That so-called queen. Preposterous. Be gone now from my sight. You cannot best my legion single-handedly.
That was fast.
Sorry there, old boy. The sting of my own scythe.
For the underworld.
Only after all of it.
Return to Shadow now. We did it, Phrenos.
Titan's trace eliminated.
Amazing work.
Icarus? Icarus, you look... the ectoplasmic draft. You used it and it worked. Can I... is it alright if I...
I was about to ask you the same thing. This is like nothing I've experienced since I was alive. And not even then.
Come here, you fool.
Aww.
What makes tonight so special anyhow? I thought you were going to save the draft for some sort of once-in-an-eternity occasion.
I thought about that. And then I thought about how if I could just touch you, that would make for such an occasion for me. And then I realized I didn't want to wait. I drank the draft once I knew you were here. It wasn't bad.
You swore you'd take this slow. What if I couldn't speak to you tonight? The draft would have gone to waste.
You're right. It's just, you're here, and I can feel my racing heart. Melly, may I hold you in my arms?
Yeah.
I'd like for you to do that very much. You may experience strange sensations, but I'll be as gentle as I can. Please let me know if you start having discomfort of any kind.
I can't imagine that.
Huh.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh.
It's nice, the beating of your heart. And you're still very warm, you know. If not for that, I might take you for dead. You've not moved, not spoken. You all right?
This must be what Elysium is like. Melly, I'm far more than all right. I'm just taking in each moment as I can. What about you? That you're still here, I think, is a good sign.
You may take it as such. But, oh, You're getting colder now, and the pallor of your skin is starting to change. The draft is losing its effect. If you hurry, you still could feel that cold wind and the spray of the sea.
I would much rather stay with you right here. But I don't wish to keep you, and I'll probably regret not taking flight like this while I still can. You're wonderful, Millie.
Fly free and live, Icarus.
Yay!
To your success.
A fated list of minor prophecies.
Alright, that was always my canon relationship. So to have actually gotten that one, I'm really happy. Like, to get that one all the way to the romance option is a good feel. Like, we did get all the way romance with Moros as well. We're close with Nem. And I'm gonna guess Odysseus is possible. And I think... Eris. Yeah, Eris we could also romance, but... For me, like, Moros and Icarus were the two that I really wanted to get.
Got some new stuff here.
Tula. It's decided.
Excellent. One bed of flowers for the commander to trample. Coming right up.
Sure, why not?
Yes, ma'am.
This one's for you, Spirit.
And this shall be my throne forevermore!
But we are down to 8 left. But we're going to call it here for today. Just one quick run. I'll probably be back tomorrow. I'm not sure the plan this weekend, but I'll see you all during the weekend. Have a great rest of your Friday night. Appreciate you all. And bye.